We'll move on now to EVOS. And for EVOS, I put the B tier here because they didn't look too strong in week 3. It really looked like, they were leaning into, okay, Albert, you're the main carry. We're losing out on Airline. We're losing out on Luke as well. For some reason, they're inconsistent. But then they come in this week going crazy. Firstly, with what I think is an upset victory. I thought Dewa were going to win this 2-0 against Dewa. They out-macroed Dewa. They outplayed Dewa. And Airline went freaking crazy. Then we had the second match against RQ. Airline went freaking insane. Luke and Airline, holy moly, they finally found the X factor in EVOS. The main carry, the main guy they're building around is still Albert. But if push comes to shove, if the game gets put into late game, if the game gets put into a position where Luke needs to perform as well, when Few needs to perform, when Key needs to perform, everybody has stepped up. Vin, I don't know what he's been doing in week 1 to week 3. Maybe he's just been reading out the pattern, trying to experiment, because week 4 drafts were phenomenal. They were fantastic. This really reminds me of the Vin that showed up in the playoffs. The Vin that brought EVOS to a 3rd place finish in his first season. EVOS are looking very promising. They're finally looking like they're utilizing the lineup properly, In week 1 to week 3, it seems like there were still communication issues with Few. He just played too weak. He just started playing week 2. Luke was still overhyped, going in crazy. Airline went back to passive mode, not really willing to make those plays. Everything got fixed. I don't know what happened. Maybe they were just trolling the entire time because they knew they had a very strong lineup. But they're finally acting like they're a strong lineup. For that reason, I'm going to move them all the way to A tier, 3rd place, over Dewa, over TL, but right below BTR. Alter Ego. Let's move on to Alter Ego. Man, Alter Ego didn't really have a lot to say